Access Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Jamel, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet, we
And
bringing
real, extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
What we got coming up? Those shops is upstairs, but we down here by also, man. This nigga got hit to walk off the set. We leave that up to Vito.
Phoenix, soul, clarity and connection through conversation. Phoenix, soul, clarity and connection through conversation.
Iron Lung, Bobby Brown, the Ill Nana.
What's up? What's up?
Destination.
What's up? This is Yaz HURSTON, and you are tuning into Phoenix Soul podcast. Today, we're here at IAX's studio. It's Phoenix Soul Clarity and Conversation. Clarity and Connection through Conversation. And we're here at IAX's studio. And we are the future of radio and broadcast. And always remember, you can call us throughout this whole interview process. We'll show the number. There it is, 347-708-0216. I am Yaz HURSTON, and you're tuning in to a very, 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 very dope show. Good evening, Ty. How you doing? We have a really good show today. We are fortunate to have someone with us that serves in all areas of his life, right? Serves in all areas of his life. And so not only does he do this in his 9-to-5, but he dedicates, I guess, 24/7, which I see and know of his life and giving back to his community. Let me just first start off with just giving a shout out to everyone that's in service, everybody that does public service, all of our city workers, everybody that has been involved in being in the forefront of our community. I want to first start off by saying that we have a lot of friends and family that does this work, whether they work for the fire department, whether they work for ACS or HRA, or whether they work for NYPD. We have so many family members that give and give back and understand the importance of of sharing themselves and risking their lives day to day, depending on the work that they do. So I want to give a shout out to that. What I also want to do is also acknowledge that we have our show today, whereas we're going to be talking about a number of issues. So I really want you all to participate. You can call us 347-708-0216. And so I want to say thank you to all of you all watching this. And I want to now start the show. I don't have any updates from last week. I think you talked about the Black and Puerto Rican caucus. And I think we're anticipating some snow later on tonight. So hopefully we'll be done with our interviews so we can be back in our spaces warm and everything. So what's up?
What up?
Okay, what up? So let me just first read the formalities. We're going to do the formalities first. And then we have a special treat for our audience. So Inspector Winston FAISON is a 22-year veteran of the New York City Police Department and has spent his career patrolling the streets of our city and guarding its residents. Inspector Winston FAISON was appointed to the NYPD in September of 2000. He began his career in PSA 3, covering the New York City Housing Authority developments in the northern section of Brooklyn, where he was awarded a medal for exemplary police duty. A loyal and devoted police officer, Inspector FAISON was promoted to sergeant October 2005 and was assigned to the 72 precinct in Sunset Park. In 2009, Inspector FAISON attained the honored rank of lieutenant and was assigned to Police Service Area PSA 7, covering the New York City Housing Authority development in the South Bronx. Welcome back. Where, while serving the diverse communities of the South Bronx, he was awarded a unit citation for his hard work and dedication. In 2010, Inspector FAISON, I'm reading everything because I think it's important for people to know who you are while you talk about the other work that you've done. In 2010, Inspector FAISON was transferred to the 88th Precinct, designated the Special Operations Lieutenant, where he oversaw and administered all specialized units within the command. In 2014, he was formally recognized by the NYPD, being awarded a medal for excellence for police duty in the 88th Precinct. Inspector FAISON joined the executive ranks of the NYPD in 2013, working as executive officer of both the 61st and 60th Precinct. In 2015, Inspector FAISON advanced his position to commanding officer of the 61st Precinct in Sheepshead Bay. Under his leadership, the 61st Precinct ranked top 5 in crime reduction for 2 consecutive years. In April 2017, Inspector FAISON was promoted to the rank of Deputy Inspector. And in June of 2017, Inspector FAISON was assigned as the commanding officer of the 81st Precinct. Within 1 year of his assignment of the 81st Precinct in Bed-Stuy, shooting incidents dropped 48%. This drop accounted for 25% of all shooting reductions within the patrol borough of Brooklyn. In December 2019, Inspector FAISON was promoted to inspector and was reassigned to the Community Affairs Bureau as the commanding officer of Youth Strategies Division, overseeing all youth programs within the NYPD. So from 2000 to 2019, you started as a PSA and as an officer in Housing Authority to now being an inspector, commanding officer, overseeing Youth Strategies Division. And that oversees all the youth programs within NYPD. And so not only is he good at that, right? Inspector FAISON is a commercial instrument rated pilot, an FAA certified flight instructor, and an airplane owner. Inspector FAISON began a nonprofit organization, Aviation for Us, in order to introduce young men and women in underserved communities to the aviation industry. And since the organization was established in 2019, over 300 young men and women all completed your 9-week course, and each received an opportunity to fly an airplane. Inspector Faison is proud to say he was raised and still resides in East New York, Brooklyn, where he continues to introduce the youth to aviation. Well, welcome aboard. Ladies and gentlemen, Winston Faison, Inspector Winston Faison. Welcome to Phoenix Soul. I know we usually do that, but we're working. But before we do that, I want to show the audience a little bit about like what you do. Let's look at video one, so the audience can see a little bit about your work. We'll be right back.
Should I call you, please, all right?
No planes to the right of us, no planes to the left of us. Looks good on the screen.
Right here.
Yeah, he's 1,000 feet above us, so he passed us. And you can tell he's 1,000 feet. You say, say plus 10.
Outside.
All right, you ready? Ready? You ready?
Oh,
It's you. You ready? Give me thumbs up if you're ready. All right, here we go. To the right. Nice and slow. See?
I'm sorry. What's your type aircraft? It's a Globe Swift Golf Charlie.
Now we passed at 30 degrees.
Nice and steady.
Now we at a 45 degree, and we just pull up on the yoke a little bit. Now we do this nice slow turn.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. So, first of all, that's awesome. That was dope, right, Ty? And that was dope because not only did we see your work, but we saw the smile on his face. And that was pretty awesome. So why don't you first tell us a little bit about your background and just a little bit who you are, who is Winston M. Faison, and where you come from, where you represent, and all that like that.
You did that already.
I did it.
You went through the whole thing.
I think we did, but let's talk about what made you want to become a police officer. So I mean, that tells us a little bit about who you are, like growing up in East New York and everything.
Grew up in East New York, Brooklyn. Very proud.
Very proud.
Brooklyn.
Right.
I never wanted to be a police officer.
Okay.
So my passion was to be a teacher. That's what I wanted to be, a teacher. And then I made the decision to chase money instead of my passion. And I'm tell you why,
right.
because I said to myself, I was sitting there, I said, you know what? In order to be top pay as a teacher, you need 60 credits above your master's to make top pay. And I think it was making $90,000 a year. And then I said, I got my bachelor's. I can go to the police department. All I gotta do is take a couple of exams, and I can make 140. And I went that route.
And so you were a teacher, actually, you were at one point? Or where did you teach?
In Brooklyn, East New York, 202.
I mean, Brooklyn is a borough, and so.
Okay. In East New York, Brooklyn, yeah, 202.
And what's the grade? Like, what's the age?
4th and 5th.
Oh, that's like about.
And I did that for
9 and 10 years old.
2 years. And then I said, you know what? I made the transition.
So.
But I'm happy I did.
You did? Why is that?
Why? Because I don't care where you work at, your passion is going to go to the profession. So like teachers are teachers no matter what. You put them anywhere, they want to teach you. My ex-girlfriend was a teacher. Every time I said something, misspelled something, she wanted to correct me. So, whoever you are, that's who you are, no matter where they put you. So I'm teaching in the NYPD. That's why I teach aviation.
It's so funny that you say that you're a teacher, because would you say you're that in the NYPD with your team? Because I said I was going to bring this up because, you actually brought this up. Do you know Marlon Burton?
Of course.
He said, great achievements, respect.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, your way of teaching is quite interesting, because even with me, you said, I'm going to send some videos to you, and you might want to show them. And I'm like, I thought that was a great idea. And not only did I think it was a great idea, I thought it was my idea. And I was like, I owned it. And I said, I'm going to show the best videos that I can, because you just gave me that. Is that how you basically show your ways with your staff, your team?
So my team is special. So especially being a commanding officer of a precinct, you have 200 people under you, 200 different personalities, come from 200 different places, all wanting certain things. But every team, if you show them the mission, if you tell them the mission, where we want to go together, and make them feel like they're part of the team. It's gonna work out.
So I'm sure everybody's gonna want to like to learn more about your experience and being commanding officer, especially. I think what I also want to do is how you start this organization while handling your roles in NYPD.
No, absolutely. Let me tell you, I got into it.